Yo, so I've been asked this question. They ask, okay, after I'm healed, I'm ready to see this new person. How do I know if they're healed? How do you know a healed person when you see one? Matter of fact, can anybody be 100% healed? Only thing to back up the claim about the 100% healed part is the simple fact that we're always healing from something. You can heal yourself from a cold. Every time your body goes to sleep at night, it is going through a healing process. So as long as you're alive, your body is always healing itself. But you can be healed from something in particular. Think of a sickness that you had a long time ago that does not affect you today. It's people who have beaten cancers, for crying out loud. So yes, you can be healed 100% from a past relationship. It is possible. Anybody who would tell you different are just people who haven't been healed 100%. Now, I always make the claim that healed people should not be dating hurt people, because hurt people hurt people. And that hurt person will bleed on the person that didn't even cut them. And I always tell somebody who's getting out of a breakup, heal before you get into a new relationship. So if you want to know if somebody is really healed, there will be questions you have to ask. There will be things you will have to observe. The question you have to ask is, how much do they love themselves? Seriously, because if you don't have love for yourself, you can't give it to nobody else. If you want to give the best version of yourself to other people, you got to give that to yourself first. I have to give myself the best love for the benefit of me and everybody that's going to be around me. Because if I operate off hurt, that hurt is going to leak on the people that's around me. So that's a very important question to ask somebody. How much do you love yourself? And one of the giveaways of a person who truly loves themselves is they're going to treat people how they want to be treated. I'll give you an example, an analogy, if you will. You see a public bathroom, you literally have people go in there and clean up after themselves as if they were at home. But you got some people up there that dirties the bathroom, don't clean up after themselves. And you can only imagine what their car look like, their homes look like, because they don't care about their stuff. So what makes you think they're going to take care of your stuff? That's why you wouldn't just let anybody drive your car. That's why you wouldn't just let anybody in your home. So why would you just get in a relationship with just anybody? Secondly, have they overcome their traumas? That goes without saying, because in the midst of trauma, trauma can come from anywhere. Trauma can come from childhood, past relationships, past friendships, life events that was totally out of our control. And what hurt people do is they date people out of distractions. So they'll get in relationships with people that they're not supposed to be in a relationship with. They'll damn near date anybody. Because good or bad, this relationship is a distraction from the thing that I should be facing. But instead, I'm running from it. So even if that means arguing, fussing, and fighting with you, which probably most likely gonna happen when you're in a relationship with a hurt person, I would rather fight you than deal with my own trauma. Matter of fact, you have some people who will run towards a toxic person because a toxic person got a lot going on. So that toxic person have a lot of distraction because they have a lot of baggage. I rather deal with the BS that you're gonna put on me than to deal with my own healing. One of the dead giveaways is ask them about their ex. Most people don't encourage this, but I do. And the reason why, because you want to see how the past relationship still affects them. Number one, do they take accountability for the part that they played? Because if you're still a victim of circumstances, you haven't healed. A healed person is not a victim anymore. If you still a victim from a past trauma that you're not even a part of no more, you're not healed yet. The reason why I say I take accountability is because it's still your fault. The reason why it's still your fault, because you allowed that person to be in your life in the first place. Regardless of what they've done to you, it was ultimately your decision to date them in the first place. You did not have to date them. You did not have to give them second, third, fourth, fifth chances. You could have left out on the first red flag you saw. So taking accountability actually takes back your power from the person that you're hurting from. So if you're still pointing the finger, regardless if it's your fault or not, you are not healed. You should not be in a relationship. They could have wronged you and all that. They could have done a multitude of things and you could have been a good person. But at the end of the day, you have the power of who you have in your life. That's called taking your power back, when you take accountability for things that you actually had control over. Another way you can tell if a person is truly past their trauma is ask them about forgiveness. A healed person understands that forgiveness is not for the other person. It's to take that weight off my shoulder. You cannot fly if you're carrying around a thing that weigh you down. See, when a butterfly comes out of the cocoon, the worst thing that butterfly can do is carry the cocoon around with it everywhere it goes. The things that you've grown out of should be left behind. So forgiveness is actually letting that person go along with the situation. If you're holding on to the trauma that a person caused you, you inevitably hold on to them. So in the midst of this situation, get some sun on your skin. drink water, continue to embrace greatness.